Ever thought your toaster might be conspiring against you? Well, unless it's powered by artificial intelligence, you're safe, for now. Welcome to the intriguing world of artificial intelligence, where even your everyday appliances might seem to have a mind of their own. Now, before you start looking suspiciously at your coffee maker, let's take a moment to understand what artificial intelligence really is. In the simplest terms, AI is a branch of computer science that aims to create machines that mimic human intelligence. Yes, you heard it right. Machines that think, learn, and even perceive like us humans. Quite fascinating, isn't it? Now, how does AI achieve this? Well, it's all about the principles of learning, reasoning, problem-solving, perception, and language understanding. Just like a toddler learns to recognize shapes, colors, and sounds, AI systems learn from experience. They take in data, process it, and make decisions based on the patterns they find. This is the learning part. Reasoning comes into play when AI systems are faced with a problem. They analyze the situation, weigh the pros and cons, and make a decision. It's like playing a game of chess. Every move is calculated and strategic. Problem-solving in AI can range from solving a complex mathematical equation to navigating a self-driving car through traffic. It's all about finding the most efficient and effective solution. Perception in AI involves recognizing and interpreting data from the real world. This could be anything from identifying objects in a photo to understanding spoken words. And lastly, language understanding. This is where AI systems interpret human language, both spoken and written. It's how your smartphone's voice assistant understands your commands, or how a chatbot can carry on a conversation. So, you see, artificial intelligence isn't just about creating robots that take over the world. It's about building intelligent systems that make our lives easier, more efficient, and sometimes even a little more entertaining. So, next time your toaster pops out your bread just right, don't be surprised if it winks at you. Have you heard about the AI that beat a world chess champion? No, it wasn't because it had a secret stash of Lucky Charms. So, how did it do it? Well, it's all about learning and improving, just like us, but with a bit of a twist. You see, instead of having a brain made of squishy stuff, AI has a system called a neural network, which is kind of like a digital version of our brain. This is a part of a broader field known as machine learning. Machine learning is essentially a process where an AI system is fed a whole bunch of data, like game moves in the case of the chess champion, and then it learns from that data. It's like if you ate a book on chess and suddenly knew how to play like a pro, except AI does it with data and algorithms instead of paper and ink. These algorithms allow the AI to identify patterns, make predictions, and essentially learn from the data. And the more data it gets, the better it can become. It's like practicing a musical instrument. The more you play, the better you get. Now, this neural network I mentioned earlier, it's a bit like a web of interconnected points. The AI takes in the data, processes it through this web, and then spits out an output like deciding on the next chess move. And each time it does this, it adjusts the connections in the network, getting a bit better each time. But here's the thing. As smart as AI can seem, it's not conscious. It doesn't have feelings or desires. It doesn't understand the data it's processing in the same way we do. It's just following the rules set by the algorithms and improving its performance based on the data it's given. In other words, AI is like a really smart parrot. It can mimic human intelligence impressively, but it doesn't quite understand what it's saying. Ever wished for a personal assistant who's never tired, never grumpy, and works 24/7? Enter generative AI. Imagine having a personal poet, a storyteller, or even a scribe at your disposal, ready to spin tales or draft letters whenever you desire. That, my friends, is the magic of generative AI. It's a fascinating subset of artificial intelligence that's all about creating something new. Now, what does that mean? Well, in the world of AI, we've got different types. Some AI systems are great at understanding and interpreting data. They can crunch numbers faster than a calculator-toting octopus. But generative AI, that's a bit different. It takes all that data, all that information, and uses it to create something new, something unique. Take the example of ChatGPT. It's a generative AI system developed by OpenAI. It's like a master of disguise, able to mimic human-like text so convincingly that you might think you're chatting with a real person. But how does it do it? Well, it's all about learning. Generative AI systems like ChatGPT are trained on massive amounts of text data. They learn the patterns, the structures, the nuances of human language. And then they use that learning to generate new original content. Imagine a sponge soaking up water. That's your generative AI, absorbing all that information. Now squeeze the sponge and watch as it releases water. That's your AI taking all that it's learned and using it to create something new. It's like having a parrot that doesn't just mimic what it hears, but creates entirely new phrases based on what it's learned. A parrot that could write you a sonnet or a limerick or a heartfelt letter of apology to your neighbor for that unfortunate flamingo on the lawn incident. So generative AI is more than just a fancy term. It's a powerful tool that's changing the way we interact with technology. It's making our digital experiences more personalized, more human-like. So if you're wondering whether this script was written by a generative AI, well, I'll leave that for you to guess. It's time to pack up our AI adventure, but don't worry, there's no goodbye in the language of AI. We've traversed the intriguing world of artificial intelligence together, understanding its mechanics and delving into the magic of generative AI. We've demystified the complex jargon and simplified the concepts, making AI less of a mystery and more of a friend. Remember, artificial intelligence is a broad concept, encompassing machines that mimic cognitive functions like learning and problem-solving. And then there's generative AI, a fascinating subset that creates new content from scratch, like our friendly ChatGPT, spinning tales and engaging in riveting conversations. Artificial intelligence is not just about robots and sci-fi movies. It's in your smartphones, your car's GPS, and even in your smart home devices. Remember, the next time you ask Siri for weather updates or your GPS for the fastest route home, you're chatting with AI. So be nice, y'all. Until next time, keep exploring the intriguing world of AI.